Thank you, Mike Hag from HTC. And by the way, I do have an HTC iPhone. Of course, it's free. That's probably why, right? All right, not anymore. I guess not. Wow, the heat's on me now. Jeez. Anybody else want to stand up here? All right, now it's time to bring on two of CCU's greatest players ever, Tyler Thigpen and Quentin Teal. And I don't really have much to say about Quentin Teal because have you ever seen this guy hit? He can hit hard, so let some poor sap get out there and make fun of him. It's not going to be me. And how about Tyler Thigpen, one of the greatest jobs in all the NFL, sits on the sideline with a clipboard, getting all kinds of great money. But he's ready to go in at any moment, we know that. And I want to make sure and get this right. Rich is a great line from Rich. If Tyler can complete passes as well as he does with the ladies at Broadway at the Beach, the Bills will win the Super Bowl in 2013. Tyler Thigpen and Quentin Teal, ladies and gentlemen.
See if I watch News 15 anymore. But me and Quentin are up here. Does anybody want a job you can be wrong 75% of the time and still have a job? I would like that kind of job because I'd be looking for a job. I was 65, I apologize. But Quentin, do you want to go first? Do you want me to? All right. Mel, are you still letting him wear that mustache? That's the only thing we were allowed in college to have is facial hair. Do you realize how many of your players would have looked like pedophiles? I mean, I'm just now being able to start to grow something. You know, I'm getting a little bit of gray in it. But, you know, for me, it's just like I was watching Dateline NBC the other day, How to Catch a Predator. And next thing you know, Coach Bennett walks into this house. And I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, you've got to be kidding me. He's about to do this. But, no, you know, Coach, I love him to death. And anybody knows Coach and he's ever told a story to any one of you, I'm pretty sure that he turns that simple story that has one little punchline and he turns into a nursery rhyme. Coach, I was excited to see that you were possibly going to run for Congress. You know, I know everything that went on. I was going to be behind you 100%. I know you had the community behind you. But I'm not too sure if the White House is ready for somebody like you. Me and Quentin, Coach, we can kind of relate to you last year during the lockout. We were both unemployed. We know how it is for you right now. Is that too soon? I apologize, Coach. Good luck in golf tomorrow, by the way. To follow up this one story here, goes back to 2004, our sophomore year. First game of the season, Morehead State. And if any of you have ever been to Morehead State and seen this stadium, it's kind of old. This locker room, I think Coach was telling me, was built back in 1983. We walk in this locker room, it's got two sides to it. You can imagine, you walk in, it's one side that's pretty much the size of 4 of these tables put together. And it's got a little hallway that goes into the next side. Well, offense is on one side, defense is on one side, and you exit to go out this side. So you came in, defense was here. You walked this little hallway that had the toilets. You had like your urinals and your toilets. Well, there was no stalls. And then you go on to the opposite side. Well, you know, me being a quarterback, I want to go out there and get my arm loose before we actually have to go out there. And I get my shorts and my T-shirt on, and I start to walk right through the middle of this hallway. And next thing you know, here is, "Hey boy, where you going?" If anybody knows Coach Bennett's voice. And I'm sitting there, I've already seen these stalls, right? And I'm like, there is no way he is actually sitting down doing this right now. And so this all processes in my head like that quick, and I'm sitting there like, next thing I start, and I'm trying to just not even pay attention. I don't want my peripherals to see anything of this nature. Next thing you know, I'm about to walk right out of the hallway, and Coach says, "Hey boy, when I'm talking to you, look at me." And me, being 20 years old, and as much as I look up to the guy, I'm like, and Coach is sitting there as normal as day, just sitting like that. It's just like, oh my God. But on a serious note, you know, Coach and Mel, I love both of y'all to death. Thank y'all for having me here tonight. I'm glad we can come out here for this cause. But, you know, right now I'm going to turn it over to Quentin. But, you know, Coach Bennett, you and Mel will be in my life for the rest of my life. And I'm very grateful for that, and I'm very grateful for what you did for me. when I came to school, of giving me an opportunity and a chance of a lifetime to not only further my education, but to prolong my career. And I'm very grateful, and I feel like I owe you my life. I do. Do not picture Coach Bennett using the bathroom right here. Please do not do that for the rest of the show. His legs were actually a little bit more spread apart.
It's kind of hard to follow this guy, but I'm not really going to roast you, Coach Bennett. I'm not that type of guy. But I'm just going to tell a few stories about this man that came to me in 2002 about coming to play football at Coastal. So this guy comes up to me at the high school, Marlboro County, and says, I know you get recruited by these other schools, but I want you to come play football at Coastal Carolina University. I'm like, you don't even have a football team yet. Say it. I'm like, I already played at the graveyard before. It's not the graveyard anymore. It's the watermelon field. They're gonna turn it sideways and this and that. So he has this little display board. He puts it up in the office. This is gonna be the field house. This is what you gotta look forward to when you come. I didn't see the field house not one time until 2007 when it was finished. Like, Coach, it's really, that's story number one you done told me. So now, goes on, we're gonna let you play offense and defense. Cool. I'm ready to play offense and defense. That's why I'm coming to Coastal Carolina. Day one at camp. You're not playing offense, you're playing defense. Okay, story two. We played, 2003 first season. We beat Newberry. We superstars now. We get blew out by Morehead State. We run 49 sprints the next Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Coach, we got a game tomorrow, He didn't care. So next time, we beat Charleston, West Virginia by 30 points. He made us run 30-plus sprints every day because we won. I was like, Coach, that don't make no sense. We won. Why are you punishing us? I don't want you to get the big head like you did against Morehead State. That's why we lost to Morehead State. I was like, okay, I understand, but we got a game, we got to take care of our legs. He didn't care. So we started talking about him, how he was acting around Coastal. Do you know this man was the first coach ever in NCAA history to pick up a flag and throw it back at the referee? You remember that? And you tell us to keep our composure? So fast forward, 2006. No, 2007, me and Thig taking walking and jogging class. Thanks, Coach Bennett. So we go to, Magnolia Gridiron Classic? It's a football game. All these NFL teams are there, all 32 teams. And comes up, we task to take these personality tests and all kind of questions. We have 50-plus questions. And I have a question on my test that says, are you a cat or a dog? So I'm like, what kind of question is this? So I was like, well, a dog, you got the fight in you. But a cat, you always land on your feet, so which one should I be? So I put dog. So now, 4 years later, Coach Bennett is going off about cats and dogs. So I want to know, Coach, am I a cat or a dog? But this man changed my life, though. I would have never been able to do what I was able to do so far in my life without this man in my corner. He changed my life. The way I look at everything about this world, this man really changed it. And I appreciate everything you've done for me. And you got my support, whatever you do.